This morning, I'm sharing something quite simple, and I start with a very simple question. Are you living your life, or are you watching it happen? Sometimes, without realizing it, people become spectators in their own story. They sit on the sidelines waiting for a perfect opportunity, waiting until they feel ready, and waiting until everything is guaranteed, and waiting for fear and whatever doubt it is to disappear. The truth, however, is that life rarely gives anyone a perfect moment. Many of the greatest decisions, achievements, and transformations begin with one thing: a person choosing to step forward before everything else makes sense. There's a difference between observing a game and playing it. The person in the stands can see everything. They can analyze, they can criticize, they can even explain exactly what should have been done. And in this season of football, all of us can at least appreciate and understand what it means to be watching on from the stands or from our homes on TV. But while we watch and analyze and criticize, we never experience the thrill, the pressure, the victory, or the lessons that come from being on the field. And that is how life is sometimes. You watch others take risk, you watch others chase dreams, and you watch others create opportunities. And slowly convince themselves or yourself that those things are for other people and not for you. But every meaningful story begins or belongs to someone who eventually decided to be a partaker in their own story. A person does not become a great musician by only listening to music. A person does not become an entrepreneur by only studying success stories. A person does not become who they are meant to be by constantly waiting for the right conditions. At some point, there must be action. Not perfect action, not fearless action, just movement. Because confidence is not always what comes before action. Sometimes confidence is created because action was taken. And so this morning, as you listen in and be a part of the last edition of the show on Friday in the month of June, ask yourself this question. Right? Am I willing to begin? Not am I ready? Am I willing to begin? Take that step, make that call, start that journey, attempt that thing that has been sitting in your heart, because life was never meant to be watched from the sidelines. You were created to be an audience member in your own story. You were not created to be an audience in your own story. May today bring you the courage to step forward and actively create the life you so desire. That's our message of motivation for the morning. It will set us up pretty nice.